Hey y'all, it's Lindsey with Hoke and Associates Keller Williams. I am here today with Brianna, and she's going to explain 4 of the most common loan types and give us a little brief breakdown on those.
Yeah, my name is Brianna. I'm a loan originator at First Community Mortgage, and so I'm going to help Lindsey explain to you some of the main pros and cons of each of the 4 common loan programs.
Okay, Brianna, what would you say is the most popular for first-time home buyers and has maybe some more affordable options?
Yeah, so one of the main programs that's really great for our first-time buyers is THDA. It's partnered with FHA, and they provide down payment assistance. So what they do is they provide 5% of the purchase price of the home. 3.5% of that is allotted towards your down payment,
okay,
and then the other 1.5% goes towards the fees and the closing costs.
Okay.
So that's a great program for people that don't have a lot of money to put down on their house. And the main con of that one is just that within 30 years, if you sell the house, you do have to pay that money back.
That money that was kind of used to help you get into the home.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Yeah.
And are there any income limits? Are there credit score issues with that? What are some of those guidelines?
Yeah, so it does have a slightly higher credit score requirement than some of our other loan programs, just because they are gifting you money.
Absolutely.
And so they want to make sure that you're, not gonna, not be able to make your payment. So there is a higher credit score requirement, and there are income limits. So it's not for the people making millions.
Okay. And what's another great one that a lot of people don't know about?
Yeah, so one of my favorite loans actually is the Rural Development Loan. It's through USDA.
Okay.
THDA is for the whole state of Tennessee.
Okay.
Rural Development, the RD loan, is only for certain areas that are slightly more rural.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking in the middle of Smyrna or the middle of Murfreesboro, probably not going to qualify. But if you're a little bit on the outskirts, it's actually a no money down loan. So it's actually a really affordable option to get into a house if you don't have
Absolutely.
a lot of money.
And does that have any income guidelines or credit score?
Yeah, again, it does have a little bit of a higher credit score requirement, and then there are income limits on that one as well.
And on those income limits, is it for just the person that's applying for the mortgage, or is it for the entire household?
Yeah, so no matter who is on the loan, it's actually a household income limit. So anyone above the age of 18, we will have to verify employment, and all of that income counts towards the income limit.
And if I understand correctly, that's even if they don't want to be on the mortgage. They're still going to count it on those guidelines.
Yeah, if you're living in the house, it will count.
Okay, so what are some options for maybe a lower credit score?
Mm-hmm.
What's a good loan for?
So FHA is our loan that has the lowest credit score requirement.
Okay.
That one does require 3.5% down, so you would have to pay that.
Okay.
But the great thing about that is it can come as a gift from a family member, or from a 401k. So a lot of people don't know that is an option.
There's some
as well.
options to get that money to get them into a home. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's probably the most traditional?
Yeah,
loan?
most traditional is definitely our conventional loan.
Okay.
Most people, the only thing with that is people think that you have to have 20% down. Not the case. 20% down just alleviates the mortgage insurance from your payment each month, but you don't have to have 20% down. We actually have a really great program called Home Ready that's it's a subset of conventional that only requires 3% down, and it has a lower interest rate and a lower MI than a normal conventional loan.
And is that the program that's better for people that maybe have some student loans? Is that a good option for them?
Yes, it's great. Student loans, because FHA makes you count 1% of your student loan towards your debt, whereas the conventional and the Home Ready product will allow you to use whatever your income-based payment is towards the debt rather than having to count 1%.
Okay. Well, it seems like there's a lot of great options out there right now to get people in a home, whether you're a first-time home buyer or it's your 3rd or 4th home. So one thing that I know that is a big common misconception is the closing cost. And I don't know that everyone understands that we can actually, ask for closing costs from the seller when purchasing a home. That, coupled with some of these great programs, can really offset the cost. And I mean, some people are able to get into a home for virtually nothing.
Next to nothing, yeah.
Absolutely.
So those were the main highlights of the 4 most common loan programs. There's so many other details and pieces to each one. So please, if you have any questions at all, reach out, because it is very confusing. But we want to answer any question that you have, and no question is stupid by any means. They're all, really important, and it's good for you to know and understand. So
Absolutely. Well, I think everybody at one point can be a homeowner, and we really want to help you get to that point.
Yeah, and there's so many options out there.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thanks.